Hi guys, this is me, once again, Legend of Old 101, here to bring you the Sandman, episode 1. Yo, this has been a long time coming, especially in terms of getting it made. Let's just say that. It's been a long time. And literally, Neil Gaiman is a legend. His books are incredible. Books are like so good, so good. And the Sandman comic book that I never got to read. Believe it or not, as a Neil Gaiman fan, I've never read the Sandman. Never read it. I've waited to read it so many times. I've just never gone out, and just actually got it and just read it. Never done it. So this is literally me just going in cold, and I liked it. Everyone told me Sandman's amazing. I was like, yes, I'll do it. Going cold, and then after I'll get the books. But yeah, if you're like me, check it out for the first time. Episode 1 was incredible. Episode 1 was so damn good. So good. So good. You see at the starting of the episode. Oh, Netflix, by the way, 10 episodes out. I'm watching it old school. I'm doing it one by one. So this is me just breaking them down episode by episode. I'm taking my time watching it with the family, with your fam. So hey, it's so good, so good. And what they do with the characters in this show so far, episode 1. Hey, I like it. I don't mind it at all. For what people tell me, there've been a lot of changes, but it works right now. Episode 1 that works. I don't know about the rest of the show so far, but episode 1, it's working. It's working for whatever's been changed. So yeah, shows Sandman, you know what I'm saying, in his world of dreams, just looking at a beautiful place, massive palace. Looks like his kingdom with a massive. Looks like the Bifrost Bridge. It looks like in Thor. If you ever see Thor, that massive bridge, that long bridge. So it looks like in the dream world. So you have a guy, another guy, a good actor by the way. Literally can't remember his name. He was like been around for a long time. He steps out of this car and he goes to see this mage. They call him the Magus. That's what they call him. Charles Dance is in this thing as well. Oh my, in the pilot. Let's go. Charles Dance is here, the pilot, and so good. It's so good. This whole episode, like, for the cameo, I was like, I want it to be longer, but but yeah, the episode, bring the fans in, bring the punters in. You know what I mean? Get the great talent in there straight away. But it would have been nice to see him longer. But yeah, he's in this first episode. He's this voodoo warlock kind of specialist. Like all the version of Constantine, especially what this guy is like. Especially what this guy is. Doing all these spells because he wants to bring back his dead son, his older son. And he's got a son that he already has already, but he does not care about his other son. He despises his son. He's not like some other son whatsoever. And apparently Charles Dance has a plan. He has a plan to capture death. Yes, you heard it here, guys. He wants to capture death. And I was like, what? He wants to capture death. What the heck is he talking about? I was like, all right. I was like, okay. Mr. Roderick Burgess. Or should I say Burgess, I should say. So that's his name of the show. And he captures Dream, the Sandman, instead, because the Sandman went to go collect his old charge, you know what I'm saying? It's called Corinthian. And he only got to pick him up because this guy is he's carving up human beings because he thinks he's better than them and they're lesser than. And the Sandman said, you can't be out here doing this to the human beings, bro. Why are you here? You shouldn't be here. I didn't put you here, so why are you here? So he uses this ruby. He's got this man. He's got this alien slash Prometheus mask on. This Ridley Scott mask over his face. This guy looks alien at this point, like literally, because you never see his face at this point. So you see, he's got a mask on, and he called it his helm in the show. And he has this red ruby and this pouch full of sand. But he uses this ruby to try and absorb the Crimthian, and the Crimthian's begging like, "No, please, sir, please, no, please, ah!" And then, but before he fully absorbs Crimthian, the Sandman gets trapped by Mr. Burgess, Charles Dance's character, because he wanted to get Death, but he got the Sandman instead. And then everyone was just like in shock there in awe. They're like, "Oh my days, it actually worked." So they think they have Death. He uses his other son. This is so bad, by the way. He has so little regard for his son, his living son. He tells him to go collect the pouch and the ruby from this man, from the Sandman, while he's unconscious now, because he didn't want to risk it himself or any one of his followers. And I was like, wow, this guy does not care about his family whatsoever. This guy is a savage. But yeah, he uses him, and yeah, they get the ruby and the sand, and then he takes his helm off, and then he's shown to be like, you know, in Tom Woodbridge, the character who plays him. Slim, cut physique, tight muscles, Bruce Lee-esque, very slender. And I was like, it's a very good interpretation of what Dream would look like in the real world. Because even family mum was like, "Why is he so skinny? What's going on?" And I was like, "Yeah, if you see, because I've read, looked at some panels of the actual comic book, and he's very slender. He's cut, but he's very slender, and then it made sense for his character to him to look this way. So it was very good. It looks almost alien looking, like it shouldn't exist. It's very otherworldly, and it works for the show. And yeah, so they kind of try and talk to him. He's saying, "Are you deaf?" He's like, "Nah, you ain't deaf." He's because he didn't actually say anything. He just looks at him. He doesn't say any other word for like a century plus. Literally, this guy stayed silent for that long because they try and get immortality out of him. But the thing is, while he's there, and they have his items, his free items, they have long life. They have riches. They have all sorts of perks from using his gear and keeping his items in that house. So everyone kind of goes there to have parties and blah, 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 to have fun, you know what I mean? And yeah, the son does not like what they've done to the Sandman. And at times he wanted to let him out, but Burgess, he does not wanting to have it. He's not having it. Roderick did not want to let him out until he gave him something of value to him. Immortality, he was set up for sure. But I'll still, even if he gave him that, I would give it to him. But he has this raven. Yeah, he has this raven and Jessamy. Yeah, he has a raven called Jessamy, and literally, it's insane. I was like, oh my gosh, it's crazy. And I was like, what? This raven literally watches every move because just in case he wants to go certain places or go between different realms or see what's going on, if there's anything happening anywhere else that he can't see himself. So Raven's his second eyes, you know. So he tries to summon Jessamy from time to time, and Roderick says to his son, "Hey, shoot Jessamy, like shoot this bird on sight." So he caps the bird as soon as he starts. He's about to pick apart the this construction that they made for him because I forgot one of the most important parts of the episode. Corinthian helps Roderick build this construction and told him that for no one to sleep in his presence. else he'll get out because you don't want that. And he built this kind of abyss. And you see the movie Abyss, it's kind of spherical, but it's kind of like almost alien looking like construction to kind of keep him imprisoned in there. So no kind of no cracks. And can kind of fade that, put his abilities into anyone, you know what I mean? So yeah, that was literally him for a century plus because his son didn't let him out either. He had a relationship with someone, and he kind of convinced him to kind of just talk to him, and he tried as well, but he didn't forgive him. After us, as soon as he shot his bird, he did not forgive him. He hated him after that. But then he's about really old right now. The son at this point, he's really old right now because a woman stole his items from years back, from the early days of him being captured. Took the helm, took the ruby, took the sand, she took everything. So then now that place started to crumble, started to like revert back to the bad fortune that was in that area. And people started to go to sleep because he couldn't perform his duties. People started to get this kind of sleeping syndrome. People sleepwalk, they couldn't wake up. People went to sleep, they couldn't wake up. So like there was different sleep problems that was going on around the world. So that was happening at the same time while he was imprisoned, and he finds a way out. This man finds a way out, bro. It's insane. I was like, oh my gosh. I was like, how does this man do it? I was like, what the heck? Because the lover, son of Roger Burgess. I keep saying the son. I keep saying the son. I'm trying to get his name. Let me get his name. I'll do it properly right now. I'm gonna get his name. Alex Burgess. Alex, there we go. Alex Burgess. He, as I said before, is really old. His guy went to get his wheelchair for him. The wheelchair goes over the sigil. Cause I remember how to get when I was like, yeah, it was the sigil that got broken because the wheel went over it, and the guy who was with, I'm trying to remember his name as well. What's his name? The man who he got with this man. His name was Todd. I think his name was that. I can't remember. I think his name was that. I can't remember his name. But I like to get people's names on the show, but I couldn't remember his name. And he kind of nodded his head and was like, yeah, he's gonna get out. At this point, they were really old. He was like, because he know, but he didn't tell. Just he didn't tell Alex, and I was like, oh, that's kind of interesting. What happened? Literally, what happens at the end of this episode? That was kind of interesting because he never told him that Sandman could literally get out. Because as soon as he saw that, because he knew that Sandman saw it and he saw it, and it was like, okay, whatever, man. We're old as heck right now. We ain't trying to fight you, man. We just do what you want, bro. We out. We dead anyways. Basically, he had to kind of like, it looked like that was kind of thought that was going through his head. So he gets out now because he gets these two cops. This one of the cops, he goes in his mind, has a dream of him on the beach. He starts shooting the contraption that's imprisoning him, and then it cracks. Then he gets out. The visuals looking insane. It just kind of floats out of it. I was like, oh snap! It just kind of levitates out of that contraption. It was insane. That sphere, and puts them both to sleep. Put both of them ends of sleep. Looks like, and he goes to get Alex. He's like, yo, you shot Jessamy, you shot my Raven. I'm about to put in work right now. You're about to get this work. Alex was like, I didn't know. Trying to beg for forgiveness. Samuel having it. Put his man to end of sleep. This guy never woke up ever again. So that was the end of him. That was the end of the Alex Burgess story. That was him finished. He's toasted. He cooked. So that was him. So, and then Crimfrian realizes he's out, and he's taking eyes out of people. This guy's something else. This guy's taking eyes. He's got teeth for eyes. I'm like, how the hell has he got teeth for eyes? What the heck? How's that work? But yeah. So Dream, he goes back to his home, and Lucienne greets him. He's number two, second in command. She's holding it down. She's holding the fort down while he was away. The place was crumbled, you know. The place is a wreck. The place is like about him being there, like him like sustaining these dreams and nightmares. This place crumbled. He's got a broken kingdom at this point, and plus everyone left except for Lucienne. I'm putting a few others what Lucienne kept a hold of, but literally virtually everyone left. Lucienne was like, yes, people have left. And she's like, those people have little faith in me. And then she was like, no comment. They thought this man left. They thought this man left his duties. I was like, I'm out here, army. But yeah, so he goes, we're gonna build this again. So that's how the episode ends. Him and Lucien's walking to the palace, and then that's that. So good, so good. First episode, incredible, incredible. And yeah, I'm watch this show. This show is too good. This show is incredible right now. Episode one, the rest of the show is anything like episode one. 10 out of 10. Just because this episode is 10 out of 10. So good. Solid. Yeah. So good. So good. So good. I know you guys put in the comment section down below about episode 1 of The Sandman. You know? Sheep. I should say, he said sheep. Sleep of the Just. That's the episode 1 right there. My boy Charles Dance, episode 1, I thought it was going to be long, but I had to shout. He played his part, you know, he did his job. That's what he does. He comes in, he does his job, puts in work, sets it up for the rest of the show, you know what I'm saying, passes the ball, you know what I'm saying, hands it off. Somebody else to shoot the shot, to you know what I'm saying, to slam dunk. So yeah, everyone in this show, so everyone's solid, everyone's a good actor, you know what I'm saying, everyone's just script, the visuals, incredible. Neil Gaiman's probably helping out the show as well, so we got the creator helping out the show, good things happen. So yeah. Tell you guys think in the comment section down below. Tell me guys think you like it, if you didn't like it. You're a book reader, you're not a book reader. Tell me down below. You know what to do. Get them likes up. Subscribe to the channel. I love you guys. Hey, wherever you are there, not stay safe out in these streets. This is Legend of All 101 signing out. Peace.